Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into a story about a personality who has triggered an absolute seismic shift in the political landscape of Tamil Nadu, according to our source material. We're talking about C. Joseph Vijay. Now, if you follow South Indian cinema, you definitely know the name. But the texts we're unpacking today reveal something wild. A highly scrutinized, totally unprecedented leap from beloved film icon all the way to state leadership. The sources actually describe this transition as a dhamaka, literally a massive shockwave that caught Tamil Nadu completely by surprise. I mean, almost overnight, a global superstar known universally to fans as Thalapathy, or Commander, shifted his focus entirely. He went from dominating the box office to becoming the absolute center of the state's political discourse, transitioning all the way to chief minister. The sheer scale of this pivot is exactly what makes this story so fascinating for us to break down.
Section 1. From Screen to Politics. Let's wind the clock back a bit. Born in Chennai on June 22, 1974, C. Joseph Vijaya grew up completely immersed in the cinematic world right alongside his film director father. The source material points out that he didn't just become a star. He achieved immense success as a global South Indian action hero. He cultivated this massive, truly international audience that elevated him into a cultural phenomenon well beyond your everyday superstardom. And here's where it gets really interesting. The sources draw a fascinating parallel between his on-screen roles and his real-world persona. See, he frequently took on characters who fought for justice and advocated for the poor. Through that, he cultivated a very specific image as a savior. When he finally chose to enter politics, this exact on-screen image fueled his real-world political foundation. The hero of the poor in cinema translated directly into a champion of the people in the political arena. It's like the ultimate crossover.
Section 2. The birth of TVK. So the vehicle for this massive transition is Tamalaga Vetri Kazhagam, or TVK for short. When this party was officially founded, it triggered what sources actually call a political earthquake, and their platform was built on two very distinct promises: a strict, non-negotiable commitment to fight corruption, and a major pledge to create new opportunities for a massive and, quite frankly, frustrated youth demographic. But of course, with major disruption comes immediate doubt, right? Critics hit back right away, asking, what will a film star actually do in politics? People really questioned his capability. The assumption was that delivering scripted lines just wouldn't translate to the harsh, unscripted realities of governance. It's a classic hurdle for any celebrity entering the political arena, and it set the stage for a highly observed campaign. So how did he respond? Well, according to the texts, his response to all the skepticism was strategic silence in the media, paired with incredibly loud grassroots action. He didn't argue on TV. Instead, he organized massive rallies, met citizens directly face-to-face, and intensely engaged the youth. His political foundation wasn't built on debating detractors. It was built on direct, ground-level interaction with the everyday citizens of Tamil Nadu.
Section 3. The 2026 Historic Victory.
Fast forward to the climax. The sources outline the sheer, undeniable scale of the 2026 elections. TVOK achieved overwhelming success at the polls, officially making Vijay the chief minister of Tamil Nadu. And this is framed by observers not just as a narrow, squeak-by win, but as a complete paradigm shift. It proved the skeptics wrong and fundamentally reorganized the power dynamics of the entire state. To put the historical weight of this victory into perspective, we really need to talk about the number 60. For 6 decades, the state's political landscape had been firmly entrenched. The source material emphasizes that Vijay breaking through this barrier is literally the first time in roughly 60 years that a truly new political force has taken power. That is a generation-defining shift in the region's history, without a doubt. Section 4. Hero of the Masses. The screen hero becomes the people's leader. The texts present this whole transition as a super rare instance where a cinematic figure successfully transforms into a real-life leader through the genuine votes of the public. He shifted from playing an advocate on screen to representing the literal hopes of millions of youth in office, totally solidifying his new role. Which leaves us with one final, absolutely crucial question. Will Vijay really be able to change Tamil Nadu? He achieved what so many thought was impossible by breaking a 60-year political trend to become chief minister. But the true test of his movement, actually delivering on those big promises of fighting corruption and empowering the youth, well, that's only just beginning. As the spotlight shifts from the silver screen to the state assembly, the whole country is watching to see what happens in the next act.